We have a very diverse community in Marshalltown. We have a large Latino population. We have a growing refugee population. Over the last 18 months, we haven't experienced a lot of upheaval in our community because over the last 10 years that I've been the police chief there, we put a lot of work into building relationships, communicating with the public, trying to be a transparent law enforcement agency, and making sure that our cops understand that it's important to have strong relationships with the community. I don't know that, I agree that a lot of things have changed. I've been in the business almost 29 years. A lot of things have changed in this business, but a lot of things have remained the same. I mean, the business has always been about people and the community and building trust in the community and maintaining that trust. And I think about when I was in college and hearing about Sir Robert Peel and him talking about the police of the public and the public of the police, that message still rings true. So we've been blessed to have a good, positive relationship in our community. We've had some uncomfortable conversations over the last 18 months. That's okay. We need to have those conversations. And we're going to continue to have those conversations. I think the biggest challenge that I see is we're asking our cops to do too much. And that's been going on in this country for a long time. And the community's expectations can change sometimes day to day on what they want our cops to do. And as a law enforcement officer working in a rural setting, I mean, we could be doing anything. Like earlier this week, we were chasing chickens, and I also had detectives preparing for a murder trial that's going to happen next week. So, and then everything in between. So it's a complex job that requires complex solutions, multidisciplinary solutions, and too often we're asking cops to do everything, and that's a big mistake. So I think we need to focus more on having discussions about what resources our law enforcement officers need to be successful in the field, and we need to provide those resources instead of cutting away the resources that we provide to them. This coming fiscal year, I'm going to have less money for training, I'm going to have less money for equipment. It's hard to do our job. We're piloting a project with Youth and Shelter Services out of Marshalltown, where we have social workers working in our building every day. We don't have funding for year two. How are we going to keep those programs going? The public wants us to provide certain services. They need to fund those services. So if you want to know what my budget is for community outreach or our Citizens Academy or our social service program, it's zero. We don't get funding for that stuff, so we have to find a way to make it work. So I think law enforcement agencies, and I know the leadership in Iowa of law enforcement agencies, they want to do more, they want to be better, they want to provide better services. We need to have some serious conversations with our elected officials about how we fund those services.